All right, so welcome everybody to our Plan and Prepare Live. We're going to talk about planning and preparing for August. Everybody knows statistically across the board, August and the fall in general is the biggest time for network marketing, period. So that in itself is a done deal. You need to prepare for major growth, records being set, and so much more. I'll get my words together, I promise. But with us, we have two big things happening next month, two major things. The first one is the fact that we are finally going international. So we are expanding across Canadian borders August 9th. You guys, that's going to be so huge. The other thing is our fall catalog, which is going to be triple the size of our spring catalog. We are having 27 new shapes in our fall catalog. And if anybody has seen a sneak peek of those, you know they totally outdid themselves with that catalog. I'm just blown away. There's not a set in there that I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I love them all.
Yeah, me too.
Whew, super excited. So those of you that are new on the team, if you've never seen a live from me yet, I'm Danielle. I'm the founder of Team No Excuses. I've got my partner in crime, April, here with me. She's a director on the team, and her and I do a lot of behind the scenes planning when it comes to Team No Excuses. We put our minds together and try to take what's up here and put it on paper to make sense, which doesn't always work, but nonetheless, we pull it off. So we're going to go over four major things today, and we're really going to try to be as conscious of your time as possible. But every single area that we're talking about is huge in planning and preparing when it comes to your business. So make sure that you take notes. There's going to be some worksheets that are referenced that you all will have copies of to use if you'd like to. But we have a lot of information to share with you. So we're going to go over goal setting, VIP posts and content for your VIP group, time management, and weekly accountability for continued growth and success in your business. So like I said, this is a jam-packed training. I would not be surprised to see this go definitely over the 30 minutes that we've allotted for this training, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. So if you are watching this, I know that you are working your business as a business, and every bit of this training is going to be beneficial to you. And I know that you will be able to take bits and pieces, if not everything from this training, and apply it to your business. So I'm going to start with the first topic, which is goal setting. And I'm going to reference a form that's available to you all that I created. It's just a No Excuses monthly roadmap. So you guys know I'm a word nerd. I come up with silly titles for everything. But this form here, basically you put the month, your paid as rank, the income that you need that month, and then your why. And if you don't know already, your why will probably change from month to month. There may be, different circumstances in your life from month to month, and you change why you are doing this business. And your big why will evolve throughout your business. I know mine sure has. So what you will do when it comes to goal setting, and you can do this on pen and paper, but I'm just referencing the form, is at the beginning of every month, and I encourage you to do this before the beginning of the month, because when you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So you really need to be thinking about this right now. And if you're on the replay, whenever, it's July 30th right now. So we have 2 days until a brand new month starts. And honestly, April and I have been planning for August for a little while now, because we just know that big things are coming. In our personal business, we want to have our VIP groups planned and done before August 1st. That's both of our goals. We want the entire month planned out and scheduled so that we can focus on parties and expanding our network and sharing the opportunity and all the other things that come along with this business. But we want to get our goals set and our VIP groups on point. That way we are ready to run come August 1st. So you think about what you want for your PV. How much nail polish do you want to sell? How many samples do you want to send? How many parties do you want to do? how many enrollments do you want? And then what rank are you pushing for? If you are just doing this, as a bonus qualified stylist and you have no desire to build a team, just ignore the rank portion. But what I love about this form is the fact that you update your progress weekly. And I think that is so important because at the beginning of a month, it is so easy for us to come up with these big lofty goals and say, we're going to do so many parties, we're going to enroll, we're going to sell, we're going to do all the things. But then as the month goes on, those goals really just turn into a thought because we don't execute, we don't take action, and nothing ever comes of it. So on this, I truly believe that what gets measured gets produced. So when we are putting in here, say that we have a PV goal of 300, we want to bonus qualify. Well, we know we need 75 PV every week, 4 weeks total. So what you would do is you'd write that down. And then at the end of week 1, you evaluate, did I get my 75 or did I not? Okay, so on and so forth. And that's the same for the entire section of all the goals on here. And I always set non-negotiables for my business because that to me is totally separate from goals. So a non-negotiable example is for me, a non-negotiable is 1200 PV. I want to sell 1200 PV every single month. So that's an example of something where it's basically the best way I can describe it is come hell or high water, these things are happening in my business, but my goals are going to push me out of my comfort zone, make me sweat a little bit, make my heart beat because they're big and they're scary and it pushes me to do more and do better with my business. So I encourage you, if you are not setting goals for your business, it is key to success. You really need to, because if you think about going outside and shooting a gun and you don't have a target, where the heck is that bullet going to go? You want a target. You want to be aiming at something all of the time. And if you are working this as a business, goals are part of your business, and it's very important to incorporate those. So I'm going to turn it over to April so she can talk to us about VIP posting and something really exciting that you all are going to have access to every month going forward. So April, take it away.
All right. So we all know that our VIP groups are the heartbeat of our business. That is where all of our best customers are. That's where we get our orders, offer sales, all of that kind of stuff. It is our business website, if you will. We have our shopping website, but our VIP groups are our personal website. And if you're not showing up in there every day, there are plenty of other Color Street stylists who are. They all have the lights on, and if a customer is looking for something and they think that your light is off and you're not working your business, they're going to go someplace else. So that being said, your VIP group should be a space where you share about you. The people that are there know that you sell nail polish. They know that you love it. They know that they can come shop with you anytime. So you don't always need to post about nails. And you don't always want to be posting about the sales and the new things. I mean, you want to include that stuff, but you don't want your VIP group to just be, the same stuff that they're getting in their Color Street newsletter. So you want to make your VIP group very personal to you and make the people in your group feel important and feel connected to you. So one of the best ways to do that is to post in there on a regular basis. Some people post once a day, some people post twice, some people more than that. I strive to post 3 times a day. So I like to post morning, afternoon, evening, just so I can catch different groups of people. But I like to post, for example, I'll post like a picture of me with my coffee and say something like, starting my day with my favorite cup of coffee. What are you drinking this morning? Simple as that. They see my face. They know that I like coffee, and I'm asking them a question. So I'm asking them to interact with me. That is the most important thing. Always give them a chance to talk about themselves. They are your very important people. They're your very important customers, and you want to know about them. So you can post a picture like this and say, having my morning coffee. Or you can post the picture and say, having my morning coffee, what are you up to today? What are you drinking today? What are you doing this week? Any kind of question that's going to build that interaction. And when you get that interaction, respond to those people. Don't let them just have a conversation with themselves. If they tell you what they're doing or what they're drinking, comment and say, that sounds great, or have a great day, or something. So to help you with that, there are a couple things that I recommend. The first one is to have a blank calendar. This is my planner. I think I got it at Walmart for like, I don't know, $12 or whatever, but you can print a blank calendar online. You can put a calendar on your phone if you're not a pen and paper person, but print out a calendar and plan what you're going to do in your VIP group. If you're going to have game nights or specials that you're going to offer, kind of fill in those bubbles where you plan to do that. And then you also want to plan for social posts in your group. Again, social media. We want to be social with our customers. So what I'm going to start doing for the team every month, the last probably Saturday of the month, I will post the following month's social media calendar. So I'm really excited about this. I have August social media calendar ready to go. And when we're done with this training, I will post the calendar. And not only did I create a calendar, but then I broke down each day and how you can, make it a social post. So things like, I think there's like a national day that's like National Book Lovers Day. And so I put there that you can post like, it's National Book Lovers Day. The best thing to do would be to post a picture of you with your favorite book and say, this is what I'm reading, or this is my favorite book. What are you reading? Again, you're asking those questions to get to know your VIP members so that they know you care about them and not just the sales that they bring to your business. So definitely get yourself a blank calendar so that, like I said, you can plan all those special things that you want to do. I typically do girls' night ins every Thursday, so I would pencil that in on every Thursday. If you have any sales, this is a good place to track parties. If you're doing parties, you can put them there so you don't forget. You can plan in advance, and then also utilize that social media calendar so that you have that one post a day. If you take that calendar this weekend, excuse me, and you sit down for, I would say at most 30 minutes, and that's kind of, given a little extra time, you could schedule those one social media posts in your VIP group every day. And then you know that your light is on all month long. Someone's going to see a post in your group every single day. They know your business is open. They know that you're there, and you can not have to stress about that. Having your entire month plan allows you to spend time with your family, go on vacation. If you work, it allows you to be at work and not worry about what's going on in your VIP group. So definitely plan and schedule, utilize that scheduling function on Facebook. If you don't know how to do that yet, reach out to me, Danielle, your upline, and they can help you. But definitely put a plan in motion and schedule those social media posts. And like I said, I will have a social media calendar for you guys every month starting in August. So hopefully that's something that really helps you guys. I'm already halfway through scheduling my social media posts for August. So I know I'm really excited about that. It makes me feel accomplished and like I'm working my business. So yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, so I knew heading into July that I was only going to be active half of the month with my business because April and I went to national conference together. So we were gone for 4 days for that. And then I literally came back on Sunday from conference, was home Monday, and left at 3 a.m. Tuesday morning to go to Florida with my family. And we were gone for 13 days. So right there, that wipes out almost 20 days of the month. So in June, I scheduled my entire month, my giveaways, my game nights, everything in my VIP group. I mean, I had a ton of posts pending to be scheduled. It was like, whoa, but it was so nice because we were able to go to conference and not have to worry about my personal business. I was able to go and spend a lot of time away, intentional time with my family, and not have to worry about working, but my business was running while I was enjoying life with my family. And I was telling April when we were talking about planning this training, I said, it was just so nice that I don't know why I don't do that every single month. Like that should be a non-negotiable with my business because we're all busy. our lives all look different. Some of us have, 9 to 5s that we work. Some people, run all over with their kids. I don't know what your life looks like, but I can tell you nobody's busier than the next person. We all have busy stuff, but we all make time for what's important. And I knew I wanted that done. So I took, I think it was like maybe 2 straight hours on a Sunday, and I planned the entire month because I was like, I want this done. I want it out of the way. And that's what I did. And I just told my family, I said, when we get home from church, I'm going aside. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to get this done. And it was done. And it was just so nice to have it done. And that's going to kind of lead me into the next area that I want to talk about. And that is time management. And this to me is a very touchy subject. And I don't want to hurt feelings when I say this, but anything in life that's important to you, you will find a way to make it happen, period. So if this business is a priority to you and you want success in this business, you will find time for it. I am not trying to discount your 9 to 5. I'm not trying to discount your kids, your personal time, anything like that. But I can tell you, when I started this business, I was a nurse. I was working full-time as a nurse. I was running my husband's huge construction company from home. My 2 boys were in travel sports, which anybody that is involved in club or travel sports, you guys know what that entails. I had a 2-year-old daughter. I was running another network marketing company. I didn't have room on my plate for anything. But once I saw the potential with this business, I said, pump the brakes. I'm making time for this because I knew there was something to this. I knew it was more than just the little bit of extra money I initially signed up to make. I knew that something was going to happen. There was something to this business. So I started to carve out time and make time for that. And, sometimes that looked different. Sometimes that was me working in the car for an hour while my son was at baseball practice. Or maybe that was me squeezing in a little bit of time while my daughter was at tumbling, or whatever the situation is. I could give you so many different scenarios, but I'm not going to waste your time. But what I'm going to talk to you about is something that is golden when you are busy and you don't have time, or you feel like you don't have time, is this block schedule. So this is something else that's available to you guys. It's on our team link tree. And this right here, you put the week in, and then it's broken down in 1-hour increments starting at 5 a.m. and it goes to 11 p.m. And then I've got Monday through Sunday on here. And what you do with this, I'm trying to get it closer so you can see. What you do with this is you first fill in your 9 to 5. Then you'll fill in your gym time, your kids stuff, your appointments, church, personal time, whatever you have in your life. All of that gets filled in on here. Appointments, whatever you have going on in your life, you fill that in. So you can take a highlighter. I'm a nerd like that. I like to use different colored highlighters to color code different things. But basically, once you fill all that in, whatever empty boxes you have, that's color streak time. And then you say, well, Danielle, my whole thing is filled. Guess what? Go to bed a half hour later. Wake up a half hour earlier. Make time for it. I don't have any excuse for somebody that says they don't have time for this business. I mean, you do have time. You have to find time. And maybe that would be taking time away from your evening Netflix, or taking time away from your 30-minute coffee and Facebook scroll in the morning, and doing some intentional work and planning for that. That's the other thing, is if you do work a crazy job like a lot of people do on this team, and then you come home and you've got mom life and wife life and you're doing all the things, when you do have those little pockets, maybe it's a 10-minute pocket at work and then a 30-minute pocket in the evening, you need to have a plan in place of, okay, when I get my break at work, I'm messaging X, Y, and Z. I'm following up with these 3 orders from last week, and then I'm going to reach out to so-and-so about the opportunity. Have a plan in place and know how you're going to utilize those little pockets of time when you do have them, because it may look like something very minimal, like, oh, I only have a 10-minute break at work. Well, guess what? If you work 5 days a week and you have a 10-minute break every day, that's almost an hour of time that you have that week that you can work your business. So you really have to think outside the box and make time for your business if it's important to you. And if not, nobody can make you want to work your business. Nobody can make you want success. That's something that you have to find from within you. And you got to get grounded in your why and think, why am I doing this? What do I want from this? What is my family going to look like a year from now? What is my life going to look like a year from now? If I put in the consistent work and I work this business as a business, I need to stop because I'm really starting to preach. I'm surprised I haven't blown April off the screen yet.
I was just like, should I put my hands in the air and just wave back and forth?
Oh my gosh. I get so hyped up about this because I know what my life looked like when I started this business. I know how busy I was. And I say busy, but really I had time. Even back when I was drowning in life and kids and wife and all that stuff, I still had time, even though I felt like I didn't have time. And truly, everybody has time for this business. You just have to figure out, is it important enough to you? Do you want success? Do you want to go all in for 90 days and see where you're at? Do you want to go all in until August when we head to Phoenix for our next national conference and see where you're at then? Big things can happen when you get committed and you're serious about your business and you work it as a business. So, April is going to talk to us now about weekly accountability and organization, which again, every single section of this training is just as important as the next. I don't feel like anything is more important than the other. So weekly accountability, April, go for it, girl.
All right. Well, before I jump into that, I just want to touch a little bit on what you were just talking about. And this is a conversation that Danielle and I actually had at a dinner after the last session of conference. And we kind of looked at each other and we said, you know, I feel like I spend intentional time working my business. And Danielle feels the same way. And we see the rewards that pay from doing that. But when we step back and really look at the big picture, we kind of asked each other, like, are we doing everything that we could be doing? Are we really putting in intentional time? You know, if we're working from 9 to 11 on our business and we get a phone call or, you know, an interruption, do we allow that? Or do we say, I'm working right now? Because if I was at a job where I punched in a time clock, my boss is not going to be okay with me taking that phone call. And I shouldn't be okay with that either. I shouldn't allow that of myself because I know what I want from this business. I want to make an income that is substantial enough to provide for my family, allow me to go to school full time, allow me to, you know, not work or work at something that I love. Like I've always wanted to be a bartender, so I could bartend, you know, 2 nights a month because I don't need the money. I get to do it because I enjoy it. So you really have to think about, do I want to make that money that X, Y, and Z person is making? If you truly want to do it, you absolutely can. You just have to make that time and put in the work. And when I say put in the work, I mean the basics. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This is something that I fail to do a lot of the time. And when I set the intentional time to do the basics, I see like a night and day difference in my business. Like if I spend one day putting aside a couple hours, private messaging people, sending out samples, following up with people that have ordered, asking for parties, at the end of those 2 or 3 hours, I'm like, holy crap, if I did this every day, where would my business be? What would I be doing? Because it would be absolutely insane. I mean, you message 20 people and you get 5 responses and you get 3 people that want to book a party and you spend an hour on it. Now you have 3 parties, which means you have huge connections, you have huge sales coming. So it's all about doing the basics. And so that's why we're going to talk about this nail your week checklist. And if you are not new here, you've definitely seen this. If you are, we are going to post all the links for this stuff in the comments below, but I'm just going to go over it really quick and then talk about a few things. So it's got what week it is on top, what your PV goal is, what your GV goal is, and what your rank is, or I'm sorry, your current, that's your current. And then down here, you have a place to put your goals for your PV, your samples, parties. And over here, Just like in the form Danielle talked about earlier, you have a place to follow up with yourself, to hold yourself accountable. So you say, I set these goals. Did I reach them? If you did, you probably filled out this whole form and used it correctly. If you didn't, you'll probably be able to look at this form and say, you know what, I didn't post in my VIP group on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I didn't send out 5 samples. I didn't follow up with people. You're going to have a lot of blank spaces on here. This looks like a full sheet, but honestly, you could complete this whole sheet in probably an hour, maybe 2, if you sat down and you just worked intentionally. Don't take those phone calls. Don't scroll Facebook. Put this work in, and I promise you, you are going to see a huge difference in the momentum of your business after just 1 week of doing this. I've seen it. I've done it. I've kicked myself in the butt so many times because I pick up the sheet and I do it, and I get new customers, new orders, new parties, and I'm like, why am I not doing this all the time? So that brings me to the next kind of exciting thing that we have coming up. I am going to post the link for this form, either in this video or we'll make another post for it. But I'm also going to be posting a picture of this digital so that you can fill it in online if that's what works for you. But every Monday in Team No Excuses, you're going to see a post from me saying, hey, guess what? It's time to nail your week. And I'm going to put a little info in there, maybe give you a little bit of positive encouragement, and then I'm going to drop this form. So you're going to use your week to fill this all out as best you can. We're not all perfect. We are all going to have empty boxes on here. We are all going to have empty spaces, but I encourage you to fill this out to the best of your ability when you have that time in your block schedule that Danielle just talked about to use this sheet. And then on Sunday, I'm going to make another post and I'm going to say, it's time to see if you nailed your week. Drop your completed checklist below. And you're going to have until Monday evening, the following Monday. So you'll see this follow-up post on Sunday, but we're going to give you until Monday night to drop your completed checklist. And every single week, we are going to pick a winner who drops their checklist for some fun goodies. So we've got some nails and some gift cards and some other fun stuff for you guys that you can treat yourself. I always say, you know, take these prizes and treat yourself, or turn it around and use it for your business. You know, if you want to do a giveaway in your VIP group, but it's not in your budget and you win a Starbucks gift card and a set of nails, you can absolutely turn right around and thank your VIPs for supporting you all week and say, you know what, this week I'm going to do a giveaway. This is what I've got. This is what I want from you. So use it however you want, but I'm telling you, I'm begging you, just give it one try. If you give it one try and you commit to nailing your week, you're going to message me and you're going to be like, April, you're right. I just kicked myself in the booty. I should have been filling out this form the whole time. I've got samples going out. I've got people that want to host parties. I've got all the things. So I really want to encourage you to just give it one try. I'm going to post this on Monday the 2nd, right? Monday's the 2nd.
Yeah.
I'm going to post this for the first time with all the information on Monday the 2nd. And I want everybody who's watching this or watching the replay to commit to doing this one time. Because I promise you, once you commit to the first time, you're going to see huge results and you're going to be like, waiting, like, where's that checklist? Because I'm ready to nail my next week. And you're just going to have huge success. I promise you. And the thing is, if you're not seeing success and you have this checklist, this is a great tool for your leader where you can send this checklist and you can say, this is what I'm doing and I'm still struggling in these areas. How can you help me? And this will help the leaders to know what you need to be doing and what you are doing, what works and what doesn't, and they will be able to help you better nail your week next week. So watch for this on Monday, and please, 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 please take my advice and just give it 1 week. Commit to it, and you are going to be like, holy crap.
Yeah. Once you see the momentum from 1 week of this form, it's absolutely crazy. When I first came up with this form a long time ago, it was not organized like this. It was not pretty, but it was my way of holding myself accountable. And then I shared it with my enrollees, and then eventually it got out to all of Team No Excuses, and now our whole team uses it. But once you do 1 week, I'm telling you, you will get that momentum and you will get addicted, and you will not
Mhm.
go a week without using this form because you will see the benefits of it. And I just want to touch on something live. I know those of you that are watching live, you see the comments, but there's several girls talking about the guides in this group and the amount of resources that are in the guides. You guys, you will spend hours going through and looking at all the information that is there for you in the guides of this team space. Stuff from a long time ago up until current, and so much there to help you with your business. And it's all organized in different areas, expanding your circle, new stylist, organization, time management, VIP groups, everything, anything you need in there, parties, how to book parties, how to find hostesses, all that jazz. It's all in the guides. It's all there for you. Free information that you can use to help you in your business. So that's all we have. I'm really proud of us because we did not go over an hour. I really thought this training was going to be so long, but we did very well at staying on track with this. So I hope that this helped. That's always the goal with everything. My heart is to serve, empower, and encourage. And if I do that, I've done my job. So just remember, at the end of the day, it starts with you. It is completely up to you. Your success or failure in this business and in life is totally up to you. And there is no level of success that's guaranteed in this business. It takes commitment and hard work. It takes nailing your week every week to see results and to reach the goals that you have set for yourself. But it's possible. Do you know why? Because other people are doing it. So if somebody else is doing it, that means that you can do it. And quit getting caught up in the comparison trap. I used to get caught up in that all the time. I would look at people that joined the same time I did, and I'd say, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're doing this. They're at this rank. They're celebrating this, and I'm not. Well, first of all, this is my story, not anybody else's. But second of all, I learned to take that and use it as inspiration instead of comparison, because we are not in
Yes.
this business to compete. We are in this business to come together and rise up together. You need to take other people's successes and celebrate with them and use that as inspiration to push yourself to get to the level that that person is. That's why it's so important to find battle buddies. If you don't have a battle buddy, you need one, because that's that person that you can lean on, you can vent to, you can share ideas. You need a battle buddy. Get you one. So, all right, we're done. I hope that this helped. And we will talk to you all soon. Have an amazing day, and let's all get into August full of momentum, full of excitement, full of passion, and totally kick butt. What about you, April? Nothing?
Just nail your week.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.